Good morning, students. Yesterday we had discussed about some of the definitions. Today I'm continuing with that. Raw data we had discussed. What is raw data? That is available in an unorganized form. It is also known as primary data. फॉर I had given you the example of marks. अगर मैं randomly marks collect करती हूँ 2 3 5 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, तो that is what? That is raw data. But if I arrange it in the proper order कि 0 to 10 कितने students के marks हैं, 10 to 20 कितने students के marks हैं, then it is organized data, right? Why do we need to organize data? That is the thing which I explained you with the help of marks example. Now you can also take the example of if there are number of persons and you record their choices, that which fruit do they like. For example, the number of persons are from A to R and they are having the choice that A like apple, B like orange, C like grapes, and so on. We can order fruit on the basis of that choice, right? So in there may be need of organizing data depending upon the need of ordering something, or maybe there may be some other thing, like if I am organizing the marks, if I am arranging the marks in a proper manner of in the need of making a result, or in the need of viewing the performance of the class, right? Grouping data with the help of telemarks. Now if there are so many number of persons, say I am having 1,000 number of people and I want to record their choices regarding any fruit, regarding any like or dislike of their of any fruit, then I can't make a table like person A, person B, and so on up to 1,000, and then I write the their choices of the fruit. It will be so much difficult for a person to do like that. So for that we use telemarks. If there are 4 types of fruits, say apple, orange, grapes, and mango, we can write telemarks कि apple कितने persons की liking है, 1 2 3 4, and fifth one it will be cross. That means number of persons 5. Orange के लिए telemarks आप use करेंगे, it is 1 2 3. That means number of people 3. In the similar way you can do it for the other fruits. Now what is frequency? Frequency gives the number of times a particular entry occurs. कितनी बार कोई entry occur करती है, that is what? That is frequency. What is frequency distribution table? That I am explaining with the help of an example. If a number of students were asked to say which animal they would like to have as pet, the results are given below. The entries we have recorded like this: dog, cat, fish, cat, rabbit, and so on. Now we will make the telemarks like first one is dog, I'll put a 1 in front of dog. Next is cat, I'll put a 1 in front of cat. Again cat, once again a 1 in front of cat. Fish के लिए fish के आगे 1. In the similar way we will write telemarks and we will complete that telemarks table. And then after writing telemarks we will count the telemarks. For first dog it is 10, for next cat it is 10 again, for fish it is 3, and so on. Next is grouped frequency distribution table. Grouped means we organize the data in the group. As it is given over here, you can see it is grouped like 0 to 40, 40 to 60, 60 to 80, 80 to 100, and so on. Like अगर डेटा को किसी ग्रुप की फॉर्म में ऑर्गेनाइज करके हम टेलीमार्क्स एंड फ्रीक्वेंसी लिखते हैं, तो दैट इज़ व्हाट? दैट इज़ ग्रुप्ड फ्रीक्वेंसी डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन टेबल. Now in the group frequency, for the group frequency distribution table, we need to note down some of the important points. What is upper class limit, what is lower class limit, what is a class interval, and what is the width of the class interval. Upper class interval, if I am taking the group 0 to 40, upper class limit is 40, lower class limit is 0. Class interval, every group is a class interval. For example, I am having 4 class intervals over here: 0 to 40, 40 to 60, 60 to 80, 80 to 100. Now what is the width or the size of the class interval? That is varied for all the class intervals or all the groups. First one में 40 minus 0, that is 40. Second one में 60 minus 40, that is 20. Next one में again 80 minus 60, that is 20. So next one में 100 minus 80, that is equal to 20. So in this way we can find out the size of any particular class interval which is asked. It may be same for all the class intervals also, or it may vary for the class intervals. Now what is a histogram? Histogram is like a bar graph, but there is no gap between the bars. You can see it is continuous. जहाँ एक खत्म हुआ rectangle, the next one is starting over there only. Why it is so? Because there is no gap between the क्लास इंटरवल्स. अगर 40 पे एक एंड हुआ है तो नेक्स्ट क्लास इंटरवल्स इज स्टार्टिंग विद 40 ओनली. 60 पे एंड हुआ है तो नेक्स्ट क्लास इंटरवल इज स्टार्टिंग विद 60 ओनली. 80 पे एंड होके नेक्स्ट वन इज स्टार्टिंग विद 80 ओनली. तो विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस क्लास इंटरवल्स वी हैव टू मेक द हिस्टोग्राम. सो अगर गैप क्लास इंटरवल्स में नहीं है तो हिस्टोग्राम में भी नहीं है. Okay, today we will note down the definitions only. Tomorrow we will start with the exercise 5.1.